Hey, welcome back. I'm now going to continue my 32 and 32 with the New England Patriots. Now we're moving on to teams that finished last season with 8-9 records, or if you're a Washington Commanders fan, 3 videos from now, you'll be 8-1. So getting into the 8-win team, so we're moving closer to the playoff teams from just the season ago. So for the New England Patriots, this has been quite a disaster since obviously Tom Brady left to go to play for the Buccaneers back in 2020. So for this, it's really hurting. They started the 2020/2021 season with Cam Newton, and then the last 2 seasons, they've been riding Mac Jones. They were successful in the 2021/2022 season. They got to the wild card, but obviously they lost to the Bills in the first round and the wild card match. And then last year, finishing 8-9, obviously out of the playoffs. So this is now 2 out of 3 seasons without Brady that you have not been able to get into the postseason. So I believe, and forgive me for saying this, but I believe that Belichick needed Brady more than Brady needed Belichick, because obviously Brady went on to win a championship back in the 2020/2021 season in his first year, and not only a different team, but in the opposite conference. And obviously Bill has had 0 playoff wins since Brady's departure, so it just goes to show that he may have looked like the greatest coach on earth because he had the greatest player, but one really complements the other over rather than vice versa. So, um, yeah, so for the New England Patriots, obviously there's going to be some interesting times coming forward. Can Mac Jones be your franchise guy going forward? Only time will tell. This is now going to be year 3 that you have this kid, and we'll see basically how he does. So we're going to go over a few of the key additions and a few of the key subtractions. So Jacoby Myers, a wide receiver, has now left, and he has now joined the Las Vegas Raiders. Jonnu Smith, a tight end, he's now signed with the Atlanta Falcons. And Devin McCourty, the longtime safety, is now a member of. Oh, I do apologize. He is a free agent as of right now. Has not signed with anyone. A lot of speculation is that he may be on his basically last legs, most likely going to be retiring. So very well would not be surprised if he does not get picked up before the season starts or during the season, that his playing days very well might be behind him. And then a few additions that they added. Jonathan Jones, a cornerback. And I'm just waiting for the site to load just to figure out where he played just a season ago. Oh, I guess he must just re-sign with New England. I'm kind of confused why they said that they're adding him unless they consider re-signing somebody, adding a player. But if they're already on your team, you'd think that you wouldn't be in that category. But that's neither here nor there, I guess. Tight end Mike Gesicki. I don't believe he played with the Patriots last year, but I could easily bite my tongue. Oh, he played with the Miami Dolphins, so I'm going to sound like a broken record, but it's more common than not to join a division rival than it is to join a team, another conference or another team outside your division. It's very common to stay in your division. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's just kind of to stick it to your old team. And the other big name is Juju Smith-Schuster. He's coming off a fantastic season, you could say, with the Kansas City Chiefs after being a long-time tenure with the Pittsburgh Steelers. So he's coming off a Super Bowl win, hoping to bring some of that juju with him, or voodoo, whatever you want to call it, and some of that moxie, I guess you could say. But what I'm kind of curious is, has he matured enough to be that guy? Because there's been so many times when he was with the Steelers that he'd be doing TikTok dances and stuff like that. So the fact that he's gone to the Patriots goes to show that, because obviously everyone knows if the Patriots, there's always the Patriot way, and they're not after guys that are high flashing and doing all sorts of stuff. But then again, they did take a gamble on Randy Moss, but that was a hit and a home run. So maybe they're trying to hope that he can bring some of that mojo to this. I'm not 100% sure, but only time will tell. Enough will be rambling on about Juju. So coming into the 2023/2024 season, there's going to be, I think, some high expectations for the Patriots. Like I said, they were able to at least get into the postseason just a season ago or 2 seasons ago. So I'm sure that that's in the back of all the players and coaches' minds that, listen, we did technically get one good year and get into the postseason without Brady. Maybe we can possibly move past that chapter and start to move on and try to do some positive things. But that AFC East is tough now that they have Rodgers joining the Jets. The Dolphins, I believe, are going to be just as good, if not better. And the Bills, in my opinion, have that division locked down unless they have a collapse or a key injury, whatever the case may be. So for the Patriots going into this upcoming season, it's going to be tough to get into the playoffs, even though there are the 3 wildcard spots, but there's still 3 other divisions that have pretty decent teams in there as well. It's not like you're going to have guaranteed one team from each division to get into a wildcard spot because there's 4 divisions and there's only 3 wildcard spots, and easily one division can just dominate. You could have one whole division get in the playoffs, and everybody else just has their top team get in as well. So there's so many different what-if scenarios, but in my opinion, I believe the Patriots are going to come up short. And in all honesty, they very well might be looking at another 8-9 record. They might get 9-8, but I don't see them excelling with like 10 or more wins, just in my opinion. And it's crazy to think that even if they were to get 8 or 9 wins, that they're still going to be in a 4th spot in their division. You think if you're 8-9, you'd be like a 3rd or a close 2nd. But I just believe that the other 3 teams above them, the other 3 teams in their division, I do apologize, are just that much better. And I believe the other 3 have definite shots to get into the playoff race. So I believe for the Patriots, it's going to be a tough year. And I think it's going to be 3 out of 4 years, honestly, without any postseason in the Foxborough/Boston area. As always, thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care.